Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me. It's your boy, Allan Wade, and you see the SE600 right next to me. When you see this machine, you know exactly what time it is. It's time to make something, guys. I want you guys to watch the video all the way through its entirety, because all the way at the end of the video, after the credits, well, during the credits, I'm going to play one of my songs for me from my album Rockin' with the Best by A-Dubb, available on all streaming platforms right now. Today we're going to be embroidering directly onto a t-shirt, and I'm going to be showing you guys something that I haven't done before. Maybe I have done it before, but on the channel it's called the floating method. I'm going to float this design on the shirt. That means I'm going to hoop it without hooping it so that it doesn't leave hoop marks, and it will also reduce the likeliness of your shirt puckering. All right, so that's what I meant to say. So guys, we're gonna get into this video right after this intro. Let's go.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
All right, everybody, you see it, the SE600. Our design right here is gonna take 30 minutes to stitch out, but who's ready to float? You guys ready to float? Let me show you guys how to float. All right, so I've hooped up my stabilizer, just regular stabilizer, like I always do, just regular cloth stabilizer. Let me make sure it's nice and taut like a tiger. Loosen that up a little bit, just pull it in a little bit, tug on a little bit, but make sure it's flat, make sure it's not stretching or anything like that, and tighten it up. All right, now the reason why I didn't show you guys how to float before is because it's kind of like a skill, and it's good to know the basics before you move on. And people have been commenting in the comment section, hey, you should float it, you should float it, you should float it. And I'm like, yeah, I should float it, but there's a method to my madness all the time. I like to show you guys simple to, you know, not so simple. And the reason why I didn't show you guys this before is because it's a little bit more complicated, and you can get yourself in some trouble if you don't do it correctly. Okay, so float. To float, you need some spray-on adhesive, right? To float properly onto a garment. Spray-on adhesive. You guys in the comment section, if you do it differently, you can tell me. Spray-on adhesive onto your fabric. Onto your fabric, okay? I'm going to spray on a little bit of excess, and already the reason why I don't like it, it gets your hoop a little bit sticky. Don't like that, because your hoop get dirty like that, and already you can kind of tell how it can get you in trouble. So you have to kind of like place your garment, roll it up like this to make it easier on yourself. Place your hoop inside of your garment, right? And when you place it, you have to kind of place it in the at the place where you want it to go. And because when you lay it down and it sticks, you're kind of committed. So right now I got it up, and I'm just lining it up with the top of the hoop to kind of like get the placement right on a shirt. Okay, I got my placement right, and now I'm just going to commit. When you commit, you just lay it down flat, and where it is, baby, where it is where it is, because now it's not stuck permanently. I mean, you could always lay it back down, but for the most part, you're committed, right? And the reason why it's called floating, it's kind of obvious at this point, right? I'm just getting all the little crumbs off of there, a little stuff. I don't know where it came from. You can use a lint roller. I had a lint roller argument in the, well, I won't say argument, lint roller discussion in the comment section the other day, but yeah. Lint rollers, just because it was sidebar. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so we are all hooped up. We're all floated up, right? Because the only thing keeping this shirt in place is our Fast Tack 384. Somebody asked me which one this was. Fast Tack 384. I can't find it on Amazon anymore. There's different Fast Tacks on Amazon, but use the link down below, Amazon link down below, to purchase your Fast Tack spray-on adhesive. All right, so now we are going to, let me look at the camera real fast. Now we're going to go ahead and place this, make sure it's on there. Place this inside of our machine. All right, bring our machine forward. Foot is raised. Same way, all right? So we separate the back from the front. Go ahead and slide the access. Look, I got some tack. The spray-on adhesive will leak through. All right, get the back underneath there first. hold it carefully this time now because you could literally pull it off. All right, so hold it carefully. Get that hoop flat on the machine as usual. Right. Don't know, I'm having problems with this. Okay. Get the access underneath that foot as usual, as we always do. A little bit more intricate because I got to be a little more careful now because I don't want to separate it from the spray adhesive. All right. All right. Cool. Got it on there. Now we are going to just connect it to the machine like we always do. Doing this a little bit more careful this time because it's not connected to inside the hoop. Alright, so making sure the bottom is clear. Alright, and we just got it sprayed on there, adhered to the fabric. It's floating. Alright, so the shirt is floating. That's why they call it floating. Alright, so there's nothing attaching the shirt to the hoop but the spray. That's why it's called floating. Alright, so now we're going to bring this down. And we're going to start embroidering. Alright, everything's good. Let me just make sure. Alright, hope I don't mess my shirt up. But, like I said, I like to do things for you guys on the fly. So you guys are going to see this on the fly. And you guys get to chuckle and laugh if I jack it up. So place your bets. Will I jack this up? I know what I'm betting on. You guys better bet on A-Dubb all the time. All the time. Alright, boom. Being real careful as you guys see. So, let the SE600 start embroidering the design. As you can see from the screen, the design is a 30-minute stitch out. 6 minutes for this specific color. See it right there, pewter. I put green down, and so on and so forth, the different colors. Right, got my machine displaying colors instead of the numbers. Got a video showing you guys how to do that already. 11,597 stitches. And let's check it out. Let's check it out right now. Alright. Let's bring back the light. Had to angle the light so the screen didn't have that glare. There we go. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. So what do you think, guys? How we doing so far with the float? Now, the reasons why you might want to float. A lot of people don't like, okay, reason number one, when you're making something for a client and you want to give it to the client right away and you want it to look nice, right? You might want to float it because when you hoop it with a regular hoop, it's going to have marks on it, hoop marks on it, right? There are ways to get rid of hoop marks. You can rub the shirt, you can kind of like dampen the shirt, and hoop marks definitely do go away eventually on their own. I like to use the hoop. I don't mind the hoop marks. I have my tricks for getting used to it, such as like it's all technique in hooping as well as just wiping off the hoop marks. Most cases, they're always gonna be there for a period of time until they just go away on their own, right? So, yeah, floating is a good thing to do if you want to avoid hoop marks 100%, right? So that's one reason why you might want to float. Another reason why you might want to float is because, I don't know, that's the only reason why, why I could come up with right now. You guys in the comment section down below that embroider and float could tell me some more reasons, all right? Maybe you guys think it's easier. I don't know, but floating is definitely something that, to me, requires a little bit more skill because, like I said, place it down once and you are committed, all right? So this is actually, guys, the first time that I'm embroidering this design onto a shirt since I digitized it. So you guys get to see the first time that I'm embroidering this on a shirt, and I hope it comes out good, because if it does, then this is one of those designs where I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I know exactly who I'm going to sell it to, and I know that the people that are going to use it are going to make a bunch of money decorating garments using this design. All right, this is for an island, Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean, and I'm going to give it to my sister, my mother, and I'm also going to place it on my website for anybody else that's from the nature island of the Caribbean, Dominica. that's in the States, or even if you're in Dominica and you have an SE600 or a SE1900, P800, PE770, and you want to get it on the decorating, decorating garments, and you want to come up a little bit. AllanAWade.com. Put this up for sale. It's not going to be $1 though. It's going to be a little bit more, so because it's worth it, and I know the impact that it could have on just a regular garment by putting this on it. So it's definitely still worth the price, whatever I'm going to charge for it. Trust me, I'm never going to overcharge you for a file that I have in my arsenal, guys. Now, if you want your logo digitized, that's something different. I have to spend my time and do that specifically for you and only for you. That's a whole nother fee. And by the way, if you want your logo digitized, hit me up, adubbproductions@gmail.com, and send me your image for a price quote. Always going to price you fair and accordingly, but my time is precious. It's my most valuable asset. Always remember that, guys. Your time is your most valuable asset, so charge people accordingly, right? Charge people what you're worth. Your time is all that you have. Once you're out of time, you are, guess what? Expired. All right, so let this embroider out some more. I'm not going to talk you guys to death like I always do. Next color we're switching to is yellow. Well, yeah, a yellow color. I'm going to switch to that. Then I'm going to switch to dark gray, then white. Then I'm going to come back to you guys. All right, let me let this embroider out just a little bit. So we'll be right back. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, guys.
A-Dubb Productions.
A lot of risk involved when you're floating a design. A lot of risk because it's easier for it to shift. I mean, it can still shift because the fabric is stretchy anyway when it's hooped, but arguably it could shift a lot easier when you're floating. But as you guys can see right now, we're having a lot of success. Just gonna keep on going and see how it turns out. I see some gapped areas, some areas that are a little not lined up the way I'd like them to line up, but we're gonna keep on going and see how this comes out, guys, for the sake of the video, for the sake of showing you guys how this stuff goes down. But for the most part, everything is side by side. The colors are side by side. There's no gaps right here. You got the green, you got the white, you got the black, you got the yellow, right here. You see it's looking good. Right, just got some trim stitches to make, and I already made some trim stitches, so I don't want you. I need you guys to know off camera I did make a lot of trim stitches. Only thing I can tell you is, as it's embroidering out, you know what trims you have to make. Like when the green goes from hair to hair, then hair to hair, right? You know to trim that. When the yellow went from hair to hair, it actually went from hair to hair, then hair to hair. You know to stop the machine, and when it stops, you know to trim that before you get started embroidering the next color. But so far we're looking good, guys. We're cooking on gas, looking good. The white is about to be almost done, and we're going to put in a red, and it's going to fill in a large part of the circle right here in the middle. So, and right here, it does a little small white part, and if I had a hoop, I could do this on the fly, like, boop, put that. Don't try that at home, guys. You will jack your design all up. All right, now right here, it's gonna straighten out, and we got a piece right here we can trim. Let me raise this up. This white right here we can trim, right? Come from all the way up here. Just be careful you don't punch any holes in your shirt and you don't trim your shirt, because these snips are very, very sharp. All right, so now we're just going to take out this white color right here, and we're going to put in some red. All right, so we're looking good right now, guys. We're looking good. We're having a successful embroider out. The embroidery gods are with me today. First try, one and done. Fingers crossed. If not, we're going to have a jacked up video and you guys can laugh at me. And, you know, you guys like the way, I'm getting a lot of comments, a lot of people saying, I like how you do things one time and you show all your mess ups and stuff. Yeah, man, because like stuff like, get these people these videos and like their stuff is all perfect all the time. Like, yo, were you just born like that? Were you just born perfect? I'm sorry, I was not born perfect. And last time I checked, people do make mistakes, and we're all human here, and we're all trying to, like, you know, learn how to do this stuff together. So you guys need to learn that, guess what? It's not always going to be perfect all the time. So this part right here is good. It's looking good. This right here is the red part, and the way I can tell it's going to be good is because it went along all the edges right here, and it covered up everything where it needs to cover up. So I'm happy with that. This part right here is 11 minutes. Can't see it right there. Let me angle this away so you guys can see that. All right, yeah, 11 minutes right there for the red part. So I'm gonna let this embroider out for you guys. Sorry for the angles and stuff. Let this embroider out. But so far we're doing good. How you guys think we're doing floating? Give this video a thumbs up if you think I'm doing good floating. Comment down below. Looking good. I want thumbs up and comment down below. Looking good. Looking good, A-Dubb, down below in the comment section. Looking good, A-Dubb, right? All right, so I'll be right back, guys. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys, that red is coming out looking ever so lovely and splendid. What I did for this file is when I digitize it, I went ahead and laid down one angle of red going in this direction, and then I came back and I doubled it up on another angle of red going this direction, because I wanted some dimension to that middle part. I wanted it to look good, and I wanted to cover up the black of the shirt. So that's why I did it that way. That's a technique that I use sometimes, guys. You guys go ahead and use that technique if you like. It works simply splendid, and it gives, like I said, the shirt some dimension. Well, not the shirt, but the design some dimension to it, and I like it a lot. But guys, one thing I want to encourage you, right? Whether you digitize your stuff or not, I know as an embroiderer, like as a person that embroiders and likes this craft, you guys want to learn how to digitize. Some of you guys might think, hey, this is too much for me. I don't want to learn this. It's cool. I'll just get somebody else to do it. No problem with that. But I encourage you, every time you're embroidering something out on your machine, look at the way the design stitches out. Pay attention to the way things stitch out. That way, I promise you, when you look at the way things stitch out, digitizing and embroidering will somehow, you'll start to make some type of sense out of it, and you'll start to understand it a little bit more, and you'll start to understand, like, when somebody digitizes something for you, if it's a good digitization, if that's a word, if they've done a good job or if they've done a bad job. You'll never be able to understand it if you don't pay attention to things as they're embroidering out, and you'll never be able to learn different techniques and different ways to do things if you don't pay attention to the designs as they're embroidering out. Throughout my digitizing journey and learning this process, which I'm still learning, it's always a learning process. There are always tips and tricks that you're going to learn. I always look at stuff, and after I digitize it, I might embroider out and say, and as it embroiders, the machine embroiders out, I'm like, well, why'd I do that? Darn, if I would have did this, it would have came out a lot. It would have made more sense. Like if I would have changed the start and stop position when it jumped to that, then it would have made my jump a little shorter, something like that. Different techniques. Or in this case, I'm like, okay, well, I don't like the way it's looking with just one layer of red, but I don't want to increase the density just on that one layer, so I just doubled up the layer and I switched the position of the thread, and I lowered it down a whole lot so that it's not stitching high density on top of another high density. I lowered the density a whole lot so that it's like a low amount of thread for the first layer and then a lower amount of thread for the second layer. But they're going in different directions, so it's covering it all up. All right, just some tips for you guys. Do with it what you want, okay? So yeah, guys, pay attention. So I'm gonna cut the video a little bit. All right, we're gonna switch a few more colors, and then I'll be right back. All right, this next part right here is gonna be intricate. It's gonna be a whole lot of switching to do the feet of the bird and stuff like that. So you guys don't want this boring stuff. Be right back.
A-Dubb Productions.
Just want to give you guys just a little bit of the stitching out the star action. I thought it was necessary for the video because the stars are stitching out ever so lovely and simply splendid. In the comments down below, give me a, I forgot what I said. Give me a doing good, A-Dubb, and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, guys. All right, AllanAwade.com. Buy yourself some channel merch. Help support the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb Productions. Facebook, A-Dubb Productions. About to get this group popping. We're about to be posting, doing a lot of lives on the Facebook business page, A-Dubb Productions. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that. We're going to be doing a lot of lives on there. We're going to start to build our community up a little bit more over there because Facebook has a lot of features that YouTube doesn't have, and I think that we can engage a lot more on Facebook, and you guys can show me some of the cool stuff that you guys are creating at home and get some help from the community when I'm not available to answer your questions in the comment section, right? So yeah, A-Dubb Productions on Facebook. All right, let me switch this out. Gave you guys a little star action. How we looking? Yeah, looking good, I know. Bird time. Be right back.
Hey peoples and peepettes, you are now tuned into an A-Dubb production. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It'll really help the channel. And if you want to see the hits as they come, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. You will not be disappointed. Back to your show.
All right, we're back showing you guys some more of the intricacies of this specific design. Now guys, the reason why I showed you guys and I chose this design to embroider onto a shirt and float it, mind you, is to encourage you guys, right? I'm floating this design, and this, look at this design. It's a fairly intricate design. It has a lot of different colors. There's a lot of different thread changes. There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of room for error is what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to show you guys. So if I'm able to embroider this onto a shirt and not even hoop it and float it, that should give you guys some motivation. That should inspire you guys. That should tell you guys that, hey, with a little bit of practice, I'm going to be able to do some dope stuff, right? Because look at this. Even on the feathers right here, I did something a little bit different. I added a different type of stitch so that you can really see the bird's feathers. If you guys can see that right there, we'll get a close-up of it after we're done embroidering everything out. But right now we're just changing threads. We're changing it to the blue so we can do the head, all right, of the bird. This is a little overexposed right here, but it's okay. Just changing threads really fast. And you're going to be just as proficient as I am in changing these threads. It's that easy. Drop it down, swipe it through, trim a little bit so it's not too long. Boom. Hit that start button, and we cooking on gas, all right? So guys, just like I'm doing this, yo man, it's not that hard. I always tell you guys it's not that difficult. You're going to be able to do it too. Just stick to your routine if this is what you want to learn. Like when you get your designs, AllanAwade.com. Practice, plenty of practice files for y'all to practice on. And that's why I put them on there for so cheap. So that you guys can have an opportunity to practice and to get your skills down. So that when it's time to make some money, when you got a client, guess what? You got no excuses, bruh. One more color. And we cooking on gas. One more color, and we done cooking on gas actually, for real. So I'm gonna change this. Actually, it's two more colors, but it's really one more color because the eye you can't really see. It's real small. I'll show you guys later what I mean by that. But well, I said exactly what I mean by that, but you guys know what I'm saying. So yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up in the comments down below if you guys appreciate the different technique, right? For those of you guys who've never done this before, this specific method, give me a thumbs up in the thumbs up section. Hit that thumbs up button, right? Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Share this video with your friends. Save it. Share it on your social media platforms. Share it on your groups, right? Tell everybody about the website that you can buy the cheap designs on, AllanAwade.com. And look, the bird is pretty much done. Look at that, looking good, right? Just got to trim those stitches around the star. And we're going to do one more thing so it can make a little small eye. Whoa, didn't pull that. See, the tension was still engaged. Now the tension is disengaged. Now I can, okay, I didn't swipe it to release it. So it was giving me little problems right there. See, different variables, man. I'm trying to go fast to finish this video for you, so it won't be so long. And we run into some problems that could have possibly ruined our plans, but it didn't, because the devil is not with us right now, because we have eliminated all the stress away from us, guys. It feels so good when you're doing something, right? When you're doing something and you're not even worried about the outcome. You're not worried about what anybody says. You're not worried about what anybody thinks. It's just so rewarding to just do it just because you want to do it. You know, even if you're not being properly compensated for what you're doing, it just feels good to do that thing with free will and knowing that I'm just doing this because I feel like doing it. And it don't matter what anybody else thinks. If you know what I mean, you know, because like it sucks being inside of a box and being silenced and limited and stuff like that. All right, so let's check out our design, guys. Check it out. Let me focus real fast. All right, look at our bird right here. Of course, we're going to take our snips and we're going to carefully get under that thread. I'm going to trim all these right here. Carefully get under that thread. Carefully get under this thread right here. Make sure we're just trimming the parts, the elements that we don't want. We're going to trim them loose first, and then we're going to come back and trim them all. All right. Trim the other part. Just trimming them loose first. All right. And these snips are dope. All right. Now we go back and snip the rest of them off. So some of you guys, this might be a little therapeutic, right? Watch me do this. A little therapy, a little trim therapy right there. Some of them are hard to see. A little trim stitch therapy. Alright. Did I miss that one? Show lid. Alright. Alright. Got one more little trim right here, I see. What do you guys think? This is pretty complex for a shirt, right? Pretty complex for a shirt. And look, we floated it. And all we gotta do is, oh, well, we can't do that because it's embroidered onto the stabilizer. I almost tried to pull it off just like that, guys. All right, so let me just loosen this like here. All right, get that hoop out. All right, trim the back. Good thing about this is we can just grab our little shears as we separate it. And we just trim it away. Got my finger in the back like so that I'm making sure I'm not cutting my shirt. Trim away the excess. Alright. One time. Thank you guys for watching the video all the way through. And not skipping any of the ads. Skip any of the ads because like I said, we're way down right now. And for those of you guys that watch all the way through, tomorrow is the first of the... Is tomorrow the first or the third? What's today's date? The first of the month we're doing the giveaway, guys. We're doing the giveaway on the 1st. And we're also going to do one... Damn, I'm supposed to do one on the 2nd, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. Because I'm flying... Oh, interesting. Alright, we'll figure it out. But we're definitely doing the giveaway on the 1st. So make sure you guys are tuned in for a giveaway. We're giving away a $100 gift card, guys. $100 gift card. And you know your design stitched out good when the back of it looks good. Alright. I'm going to have to wash this hoop because it's all sticky around the edges. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to do this. And look. What puckering? What puckering? Ain't no puckering. Okay, well, maybe just, but, you know, for what we did, guys, I mean, come on. Give me a break. Give me a break, guys. We're on the SE600, for God's sake, right? Looking good, right? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How we looking? Can I get a thumbs up? All right, we're going to keep on going on this shirt right here. We're going to keep on going. We're going to do some more designs on this shirt, so stay tuned for the more designs coming up on this shirt. I think it looks good, right? We got the Mortal Kombat over here. Could have been a little bit better. I could clean that up a little bit, but hey, it's only $1 on the website. This is going to be a little bit more intricate. Took me a little bit more time. Took me a little bit more time, a little more practice. Took me a little bit more time, right? Took me a little bit more time. 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 A little bit more time. You guys see? You guys get the hint? What I'm talking about? So it took me some time to get this design right, and that's what you're gonna have to do sometimes when you have something real intricate and you're determined to get it right. Because especially if it's for a customer, a lot of you guys that order stuff from me, this is what I go through when I'm digitizing your designs. I might stitch it out. I lie to you not. I might embroider it out like 10 times. So it's a lot of work going on behind the scenes when I digitize your file. Okay, so yeah, what do you guys think? Comments down below. Close up one more time. Look at the detail. Pretty good. Could be better. Could be better, right? Everything could always be better, but for the most part, for floating this, I think it looks wonderful. So let me know what you guys think. We embroidered directly onto our shirt once again. I think it came out great. Showed you another method. If you don't want to hoop, you can always float. You got to have a little bit more skill to float, but you guys see, if it's a simple design, you're going to get it easier. If it's an intricate design, don't lose hope because you can still get it, baby. I got mine. Why can't you get yours? A little bit of practice and you'll be fine, guys. You'll be cooking on gas. SE600, you can make money with it. I mean, look what I did. Takes a little bit of time, right? But if it's a simpler design, boom, 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 back to back, you're going to be good. And it's capable of doing it with this machine, guys. Good design, good machine. Look, if you're going to buy your machine, my Amazon affiliate link is down in the description below. Helps the channel out a lot. Helps me out a lot. Use my affiliate link. If you're going to buy anything related to sublimation, vinyl, use my heat transfer warehouse link down below. Guys, we still have a few more shorts available on adubbblanks.com. So make sure you guys check out adubbblanks.com and buy some youth booty shorts. All right. The discount code is going to be right here. So make sure you guys use that discount code to get a percentage off of your total order. We're almost done selling everything out. And I think after that, I'm not sure if we're going to keep the site running, but we got to get rid of this little bit of inventory that we have left, guys. Don't forget to visit the merch store, allanaway.com. Buy yourself some channel merch, help support the channel. And follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb Productions, Facebook, A-Dubb Productions. I'll see you guys on the next video, man. It's your boy on all streaming platforms. Tune in right now. Let's have a listen. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. Peace.
Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best? Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Baby, listen to the beat go. Now let's make our bodies flow. Listen to the sound while you're moving up and down on me. On me. We're gonna listen to the stereo and do it all night long to our favorite song, girl. Taking my time, girl, hit you with this bass line. Ooh, now catch this hook line. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. I'm sorry if I come across rude, but I'm just gonna tell you what we're about to do. Girl, I wanna give it to you twice. Twice it up, tossing it up while I put it down. Real soft music, moving to it. Love the way it makes me do it. Ooh, baby, baby, love the way you drive me crazy. All I really want is your stereo. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. stereo, love, love. Ooh, stereo love. Your favorite song is on the radio. I listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love, stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love, stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love, stereo love, stereo love. Give me some of that stereo love. Love me like you're listening to your favorite song on the radio, radio, radio. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best? Oh, oh baby, oh baby. It's A-Dubb and you're rocking with me on the stereo, radio, stereo, baby. Oh yeah, oh